So Arsenal 3, Manchester United 2. We nicked it right at the end. Well, I say nicked it. We dominated the second half, but it was not easy to watch. Heart rate 1 million, ups and downs, 1-0 down, 2-1 up, 2-2, 3-2 at the end. Trossard had come on for his debut, twinkle toes in the box. Players going down, time wasting for United at 2-2. Eddie topped up his phone, scored the winner, scored a cracking header. Saka with a great goal. Talk to me, Jez. We're gonna win it, aren't we, mate? We're gonna bloody win it.
Mate, I've got the feeling. You've been there, you've seen it, you've done it. Yeah, you get that tingle that at this point in time, 50 points we've got now, and we're looking good. I mean, we knew today was going to be a tough game. It's always a battle against Man United, but I have to say, well done to Mikel Arteta. Well done to the team. Some players weren't on the best today, but they fought hard. They did it. I thought the Arsenal Emirates crowd were outstanding. The noise they were making from minute 1 to the 94th didn't stop, didn't shut up. And that sometimes, I think, Lee, helps teams get over the line. And fantastic result. I'm buzzing. I'm still buzzing. And I feel I'm about 7 foot tall. I'm not. I feel that way.
It's a nice feeling, though, man. But do you know what? The game was hard work. And you're right, some players weren't on it. I mean, Ben White, that was the worst performance he's had all season. Yeah, and he got hooked. Fair play to Arteta for hooking him as well, because he could have been sent off for a second yellow before he got hooked at halftime. He went through on Rashford after he was booked. But yeah, Partey wasn't the amazing Partey today. But even Ramsdale for their second goal. I mean, what was he doing? But yeah, man, the ones that listen, we dug in. I thought Saliba was pretty poor today as well. I didn't think he was amazing, but this is the thing: when players are poor, we've got more players that are good than ones that are poor. Martinelli was another one that was poor, but Zinchenko quality, Gabriel quality, Saka in and out, but up there. Nearly scored another screamer after the first one, and Trossard when he came on was as well. Granit Xhaka I thought was superb again. Like, who knew? We've always rated him, haven't we, Jez? It's like, and yeah, it was a good for Tommy when he came on, played all right. But this is where we're doing stuff that we haven't done before previously. When 2 or 3 players are off form and not playing great in a game, that's when we normally capitulate as a team. Odegaard again, in and out the game, carried on, worked his nuts off, but wasn't the Odegaard from up here the last couple of games. But it didn't matter, because now when there's 3, 4, 5 players off, the other 4, 5, 6 or whatever it may be, they're stepping up, and we did that today. I thought it showed how far Man United have come as well. Not just us, but Man United as well. The fact that was a cagey game and it was hard work, and they put their shift in. They came to play on the counter in the second half, and well, pretty much the whole game they tried to play on the counter, and it was us that was leading like the charge to win it. They were happy with a point, and I'm glad they're going back up the M1, M6 with nothing. Yeah, all that play acting at the end from Bruno and David De Gea. But it's nice to have both of our teams flying at the moment, because it brings back the old days. And the old days, we had these people behind me winning us titles, and it was against Man United. So long may that continue. Hopefully we can carry on, man.
Well, mate, I think you said it all. Yeah, the glory days of when we used to have these epic battles against Man United have come back, and we basically just took them out of it. Yes, yeah, I agree with you. Certain players weren't on it today. That will reflect in the player ratings, but we had enough there to step up and actually take them down, and that shows, I think, the team spirit what Arsenal currently have. Now, the thing I love about this league is they absolutely believe, the team believe that they can do this. And if you've got that belief, then you'll do it. It's positivity, the way they're backing each other. Yeah, I mean, okay, I totally agree with you. I think Ben White was very poor today. Rashford was turning him inside out, nutmegged him twice. It wasn't his day. It happens. You know, we can go back in time and criticise players, but yeah, well done to Arteta. He identified that, and he brought on Tomiyasu, who did a decent job. I wouldn't say he was brilliant, but he did a job. Zinchenko, I thought, was immense today. The fifth man in that midfield, I thought he was absolute quality. And yeah, I'm absolutely. I hate Man United with a passion. I hate them. They're cheats. It proved it once again today with De Gea trying to look, you know, look, my arm, he touched my elbow. And I'm like, get out.
Do you remember the game where Thierry Henry scored the bullet header in the last minute against them years and years and years ago? We were 1-0 down, I think, and we won it 2-1 right at the death.
Yeah.
Yeah, we scored both goals right near the end, I think. And that game, I think it was Van der Sar in goal that day. I think it was him. Yeah. And he was just rolling around, time wasting. And then they added, I think, 5 minutes stoppage time on. Yeah, and we just went, adios, amigo. Yeah, that reminded me today of that. Yeah, and Kenny said it was like the Liverpool game this season. I think he's right as well, because that Liverpool game, you know you're up against a decent team, even though they've dropped off a lot. But you know you make one mistake, they're going to score. Yeah, and that's what we did today. 2 mistakes, they scored 2 goals. You know, and that's the level. Even if they're not playing great, Liverpool, they had a couple of chances, bang, goals. Man United today, bang, goals, even though they're in better form. But we today, every single one of them, Zinchenko, after that third goal, he was like, fist. I love it. You can see they're all together, and it's nice to have this back, man, because it's been a long, long time, Jez, since we've sat here getting excited over a league title charge at the very least. And to have 50 points, only drop points in 3 games is insane. Like I just did backstage for anybody who don't know. I just did backstage most points after 20 games. Obviously, we've got a game in hand. The most points after 20 games was 58. If we win our game in hand, we'll be on 53. That would be the 4th highest ever in the Premier League. Liverpool had 55. Sorry, Liverpool had 54 and Chelsea had 55 the first season of Jose. And Man City had 58 after 20. That's like insane levels, man. And the City season, they got 100 points. So, listen, we're halfway to 100. We're halfway through the season. Mate, I genuinely think we'll win it, Jez. And I think the reason we'll win it is because you can see, even Eddie's missing chances. He missed a big chance, great save from De Gea. He missed a chance against Newcastle. It didn't end up getting us a win in the end. But we're hard to beat. Really, really hard to beat. And I know they scored twice today, but that was 2 stupid errors. I think the fact that Man City won and put the pressure on us 2 points behind us, we had to win. We had to win that game today. And we're going to see that pressure a lot between now and the end of the season. But I think they can do it, man. I genuinely do. I think we've got enough in us to do it.
Yeah, I mean, okay, the Rashford goal, it's a good goal. You can't deny that. Sloppy from Ramsdale, didn't punch it. He pushed it down. And fair play to Martinez with his headband and his black eye. He stuck his head back into the fray. And unlucky for Gabriel, he give it a go. But, you know, it's to try and defend that is very, very difficult. If he had saved that with his head, then it'd been a man of the match performance. But, yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you, Lee. We're seeing something very special right now. And I don't know where this has come from. I really don't. But people were saying, oh, you still Arteta out. I'm saying Arteta in until he wins the Premier League. If he wins that Premier League, and if I'll even go this far. Even if we are in a title race in May, right, and it's nip and tuck between us and I think it will be Man City, in my belief, I'll still support it. I will support.
This is what we've wanted, Jez, and people don't. The amount if I had £1 for every time somebody said, "Are you still Arteta out?" Well, are you still making excuses for 8th, 5th, 6th, 6th, all of that over the last God knows how long, Jez? Like, it's crazy. At the end of the day, we smashed the stadium down that these legends behind me played in and won us titles. We smashed it down to be the best and compete with the very best in Europe. We're now starting to do that. Now we're going to shut up. That's all we've wanted for 16 years since we've been in that stadium.
As I've always said, Lee, I've always said, It's nothing personal. I don't know the manager. I don't know some of the players I've criticised. I've never met them. It is all about what I have grown up with, you've grown up with, what you've seen, what you've witnessed, what we all have, what Kenny has, loads of other people. That's all we're asking. All we're asking is to see Arsenal, third biggest club in English football, to challenge.
That's it.
That's all we want.
We're not Barnet. But listen, we are going to wrap this up, people. Jez is going to do player ratings shortly. I've got 2 more fan cams dropping. Go and check out mine and Kenny's as well. And the podcast is going to be fireworks tomorrow, that's for sure. But yeah, man, we won 3-point collectors. We're on 50 points. The half century is there already. And nice to win in Fergie time right at the end. It's great, isn't it? They didn't have a clue what to do after that. They were rattled. But listen, big up, man. Halfway through the season, we're looking great. Come on. Up the arse.